Hi, my name is Tatiannasantiago. I am 18 years old and I am a proud queer Latino woman from Chicago, Illinois. Currently I'm a full-time student at Columbia College in Chicago, Illinois, but I also work part-time as I was a waitress, but with this whole thing going on, at a pizzeria back in Naperville, Illinois, which is the suburbs I graduated high school from. So my backstory is actually kind of long. When I was younger, I was blessed with the fact that my father had a great paying job, so I grew up upper middle class, very wealthy, and I was able to get so many luxuries that a lot of kids my age just didn't have. But when I was 11, my father actually lost his job. We didn't have much of a savings plan, so we ended up moving in with some family in Orlando, Florida. Then my aunt and my two cousins and my uncle. And it was very difficult on me and my family. I mean, I grew up with having a lot of things that things were just easily handed to me, and all of a sudden now I'm like struggling to be able to afford school field trips and to be able to do fun things on the weekends. So it really did suck, and I ended up falling in with a really, really bad crowd. It was kids from my local middle school that were associated with gang members that were in the high school. So at 11 years old, I'm doing things that like you could not even imagine. I'm like going to drug dealings, I'm attending high school parties, I'm drinking, and it got so bad to the point where I was at a dealing for one of the high school girls where her younger sister was in my middle school, and that high school girl ended up ODing on the drugs that we sold her. So it was really rough, and I finally came out to my parents, and I told them at that point, I was like, hey, I messed up. Like, I told them everything, and my dad took the furthest job, the first job that he could find that was the furthest away from Florida, and we moved to Chicago. But it didn't really get any better because my entire life I was struggling with a weight problem. My dad's side has always been a big bone family. Like, you see my grandma, you see my dad, like, that's the way we are. But it didn't get bad till I was in high school. So at 16 years old, I was 230 pounds. And I'm tiny, so my BMI was like 50% of my body was fat. It was completely unhealthy. So my family and I made the collective decision that I was going to get the controversial decision actually that I was going to get a gastric bypass surgery at 16. And the reason we did this was because I was pre-diabetic, I had high cholesterol. It was not worth it for me to get it in 10 years where I wouldn't have been able to adjust to the diet as easy as I were to do it now. It was a lot safer in our opinion for me to get it done now rather than to struggle with that issue in 15-20 years. But I ended up doing it, and I don't regret it. It was the best decision of my life. I am down 80 pounds as of today. Yeah, 80 pounds as of today. And I'm in the best shape of my life at 18. Like, I go running now, I lift weights, like, it's incredible. It's stuff that I never thought I'd imagine myself doing, and I don't regret it for a minute. And that's why I think right now, for me, it's the perfect time to play Survivor because, like I said, the best shape I've ever been in. I'm testing my new abilities. I'm going out there and I'm getting more physical, and I feel like that could help me. But as well, I am an 18-year-old that has been through more shit than you would ever imagine an 18-year-old going through. I have so much life experience that not people even have like in their late 40s. And I really think that this life experience could allow me to play the game better because I know the different types of people. I know when someone's manipulating me, and I know when someone is being honest with me. And I really think that that would help me play a great game and hopefully maybe potentially be the youngest winner ever or in the first Gen Z player. I think that could really help. I really want people to watch me and be like, she's 18, she's generation freaking Z, like, we're the babies, and now we're taking over the game because we have smarter gameplay. Thank you. Have a great night.